In today's video, I give you the Gandalf the White build that I would use and what I've seen other people use in previous seasons to fight me and what I've used to fight other people with. I have not actually used Gandalf the White since the earlier seasons, but he is coming around. He is an excellent commander. You don't have to just outright well this dude out, but the one thing I suggest is getting that R10. So stick around for this build. Let's get it. Welcome back to CO Gaming, and today we talk about Gandalf the White. The man, the myth, the legend, Gandalf the White. But before we do, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content. The channel is growing. It greatly helps out. Smash the like button on this video. Drop them comments for what you think about my content. You have any questions, any recommendations, just drop them comments. Do all those things. It greatly helps. But let's just jump right into this. So what we're going to do in this video. The first and foremost, you need Gandalf the White R5 for him to be at his max potential. Anything above that's going to be a benefit, but one thing I will recommend is making it all the way to R10. Get that unique. It might be the best unique in this game for any commander out there. I do not have the unique myself, but I have not played Gandalf the White in many seasons. Really played him since season 2. I really got heavy focused on that evil side of things, but he is making a comeback. We are pushing him a little bit, but he will get pushed a little further as another season goes along. He's going to be a primary focus of mine in upcoming seasons, but let's just jump right into this. The first and foremost, you want to make sure you go in that White Rider. Excuse me. This is going to unlock your best potential and get that mounted units, because horsemanship is great, going to do a lot of work when it comes to mounted. It's going to up that damage tremendously, so you want to make sure we go full 15 in your White Rider, put your full 7 in horsemanship. You can put your points in reinforcement. I think we'll wait on that one. Then after you do that, you're going to want to make sure you go and drop at least some points into Wizard, but I personally go full the White Tree. Put your 15 points there, put your 7 points in Magical Barrier, and put your at least 1 point into Blindside. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this real quick, just so we keep up with the points. My Gandalf the White is R6 right now, so you got to have R5, so if your R6 is going to work out really well for you. So we'll go ahead and just drop our points into this and see what we can come up with. I would go full points into the White. And I think what I would personally do after that is I would definitely go into 7 into Magical Barrier. That's going to leave you at R6 with 18 points still left. So what we're going to do. So depending on how you want to do this, because we all know White Council is, man, it's that Witch King build, fighting those Saurons, fighting those Witch Kings. That's the build you're going to want to use for that in particular. We're also going to drop 1 point into this just for that stun for 1 round. So I've seen a lot of people go into the Wizard, and this is going to inflict stun and cause a defense buff for round 1. I think you can do that. I think it's a good build. So you can easily go and put your, 15 points into that, and then maybe do at least 1 into this. I think depending on what you're fighting, I would probably go White Council. I would at least get some points into that. I would, however, at least put 2 points into this, and then kind of spread your White Council out if you wanted to do that, or go into reinforcement. I think for sake of what I would do is I'd probably just put my 7 points into this and then spread the love with the last 8 points at R6, get to 4, get those 2 in this to reduce that, and get those 2 in that to reduce that. That's how I would build my Gandalf the White. That's how I will play the upcoming season, because I am going to use him. I am going to push him. But it's another one of those videos that if you feel like there's a better build, then drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Judge the build. I do know you can do this several different ways for what you're fighting. So, like I said, you could easily leave the 7 points out of reinforcement, leave those 2 points out, and go as much in the White Council and High Alert, because that skill is overpowered for what it does for depending on what you're fighting, which kings in particular. So this is kind of the build I'm going to run. But like I said, just leave them comments. Let me know what you think. Judge the build. Give me advice. Give me feedback. Let me know. I am always open to criticism and just to make builds better, because my view is only one view. It's only one point of view out of a great many players, and I'm sure everybody has a different opinion, but just leave those comments. But that's pretty much the build as far as the skill goes. As far as your gear goes, there's gonna be a lot of gear that you could definitely potentially use. Just for viewer's sake, we're just gonna jump over into this tree right here, go into the Matham, gonna pull up the gear. Let's go look at it. So, as far as a weapon goes, as I said, get R10, get his unique. It is absolutely amazing. We'll take a look at it here in just a minute. But if you don't have R10, then you could easily use say a no-door sword with, Might of Soldiers if you wanted to. You could usually use, amplification to up that focus damage. Any of those would work. There's so many items that you could use for Gandalf the White. It's crazy. Put a Giga Hammer on him for that army attack. That works. It's probably what I'll do. Not gonna lie. I'll put a Giga Hammer on him with Rend. It's not gonna work. I have one maxed out, so why not use it? It's that. And then as far as a purple weapon goes, there's many things you can use here. You could easily use Melee Might Cutlass, because melee units are going to be buffed with damage wise. You can easily use a Carver with Flay on it if you wanted to. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Or not Flay, but Smite. Or Flay. Flay would work too. Not going to be a bad thing to use. There's just a ton of options. Chest piece. You could use a scale mail if you wanted to. You could use a hunter's. You really want to use a hunter skin. Of course, Superior Hauberk with burn damage reduction. Run that. Run your worn out smoking pipe as your accessory. That's actually probably what I would run, even with a gold set build, at least until maybe you got something a little different. You could possibly go with, say your Night Star with tactical mark, I believe. Yep, tactical mark. You definitely want to run that tactical mark. Going to give you that, pursuit. It's going to help you in a lot of fights against a lot of different things. Chess piece wise, highly recommended. I do believe tactical maneuvers, this is going to be the one you're going to want to run as far as a gold piece goes. Is other options, but that is exactly what I would run for that one. And then a helm, a couple different options here. Of course, you could, if you wanted to run an Aegis helm, you could run this, or you could run a casque from more of the evil side with Aegis on it. You could also run, let's see here, could definitely probably run this too. Yep, with Tranquility. That's going to be a good option. Going to be amazing. It's going to remove those debuffs, give you that, more HP recovery, so that wouldn't be a bad build either. So many different things. You honestly, you can't go wrong with gear with Gandalf the White, just because there's so many pieces that truly do work for him. So just kind of explore your imagination a little bit. Use what you feel is best. But as far as like a gold set goes, personally for me, I'm going to run Giga Hammer. I'm going to run Mithril Coat with Tactical Maneuvers. I'm probably going to run... I'll probably end up running a Horseman Helm just because I don't have a Aegis Casque to put on him. And Hunter's Guide is going to kind of... It would be in between. I may put an Aegis because I have a couple of them maxed out. I may put an Aegis Hunter's Guide on him. And then, of course, I'll probably run that Worn Out Smoking Pipe, which is a purple item. But if you're going to do a gold, you can easily just do Fine Smoking Pipe as well with Critical Care on it. That wouldn't be bad if you just, you got that weld out type stuff going on for you. Just be weld out. Run that fine smoky pipe, but worn out smoky pipe is what I'll run. Something else that I didn't mention, you could easily run a Fildor the Eldest as well. Have that blitz on it. It's going to give you initiative, so I don't think you could go wrong doing that either. But the bread and butter of Gandalf the White, like I said, get him to respect 10. Get that unique because, man, this item is probably the best unique in the game for all commanders. There's definitely some that's close to him, but get this item. R10, 60 gold mithril. Get that R10. If there's any that you get, this is the one that you want to have just because it is amazing. But that is the Gandalf the build. As I said, leave those comments. Let me know what you think. If there's something that you would do differently, I'm always open-eared. Also, as I said in the front of the video, subscribe to the channel. It greatly helps. Smash that like button. And until next time, CO out.